It's time for some Christmas family fun on this episode of Pushback.
Go, 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 Jonny, go, go. Go, Jonny, go, go. Go, Jonny, go, go.
If you're concerned about the direction our culture is heading, then maybe it's time to push back. Hello everyone, this is Dr. Jonny. We're going to have some fun today. You know, 2020 has been an interesting year to say the least, and we have covered some important but at times heavy topics, and as we look to set and shape the culture and push back when needed. Once again, my listeners have sent me many terrific questions this week, and I will get to those for my final episode next Wednesday. But today, it's Christmas week, and I thought it would be fun to invite my family to join along. And because family sets the culture, and part of family culture is just having fun together, and for the Claussens, that means playing games. So this is Christmas Fun Game Show Edition. So I hope you want to play along. You can pause it to answer questions along the way and have fun with your family, and you can play along with our family. So this game show is called Over and Under. So if everybody's ready, let's go ahead and start the game show. We have the boys team against the girls team. So the boys team captain is Silas. Silas, would you like to introduce your team, please?
Hi, I'm Silas. I'm 12 years old, and this is my older brother Elijah. He's 14, and my older brother Bren, and my grandpa.
And Sadie is the captain for the girls team. Would you like to introduce the girls team?
Hi, I'm Sadie. I'm 8 years old, and this is my sister Maggie. She's 15, and my sister Lydia. She's 18, and my mom and my grandma. Nicely done, nicely done. So it's boys against the girls. And this is how Over and Under is played. So the first team, I will have 5 questions for each team. The first team receives the question, and they have 60 seconds to give a numerical answer. After that, the second team then has 15 seconds to take the over or the under. This is how it's played. During the 60 seconds, while the team is contemplating their answer, I'm going to give a short commercial break to tell you about GoFam Ministries. So, is everybody ready to play?
Yeah!
Okay. So, the first question is going to go to the girls team. First question. Okay, here's the question. Every year, a Christmas tree is placed in New York City at the Rockefeller Center. What is the height in feet of the 2020 Rockefeller Christmas tree? Your 60 seconds start now. So I will take this opportunity to tell you a little bit about GoFam Ministries. Pushback is just an extremely small portion of what we do here. We do a lot of traveling and event speaking, and we have so much fun delivering a family message. I've had fun starting this Pushback podcast, season 1, just this last year. But if you are interested in inviting us, we would love to come into your neighborhood. We usually do that through relationship. And so if we can connect with you and get to know you, we would love to come and share our message with you. Is the girls team ready?
Yeah!
Okay, so the girls team, here's the question. What is the height in feet of the Rockefeller Christmas tree? Sadie Captain says?
80 feet.
They have locked in 80 feet. 80 feet. Boys team, do you take the over or the under?
We're going to take the under.
The under. The answer is, the height in feet of the Rockefeller Christmas tree is 75 feet. 75 feet. Question number 1 goes to the boys team. Boys team is up 1-0. Very close.
Let's go!
All right, question number 2 to the boys team. Percentage of Americans that put up a Christmas tree. Percentage of Americans that put up a Christmas tree. While the boys contemplate that, I'd like to introduce my first book that I wrote called Restoring the Power of Family. It's basically the outline of a lot of our messages that we give that the Lord gave me regarding family. You can order this book at gofam.org. All of our books and resources will make a great stocking stuffer. So consider going on to gofam.org and looking up my book, Restoring the Power of Family. Boys, are you ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Question number 2. The percentage of Americans that put up a Christmas tree. Silas says?
83%.
Silas goes with 83%. 83%. Sadie, do you take the over or the under?
We're going to take the under.
They're going to take the under. The answer, the percentage of Americans that put up a Christmas tree is 88%. 88%. The boys have opened a commanding 2-0 lead. 2-0 lead. This is for the all-important Christmas belt. Family Christmas belt. All right, question number 3 goes to the girls. Now, the record number of lights on a Christmas tree was actually recorded in the country of Belgium. In Belgium. What is the number of lights that they put on the Christmas tree?
How big was the tree?
It was in Belgium. That's all I can tell you. It's the record number, however. The record number. The second book I wrote is called The Ultimate, Restoring the Culture of Marriage. We love talking about culture, if you haven't guessed that, from watching our Pushback podcast. Culture is so important, and restoring the culture of marriage means that it's completely appropriate for married couples and those who are thinking that someday they would like to be married. So please check out my book because it talks about from the Garden of Eden until today what the Father originally created and planned for your marriage and for marriage in general. So please check that out on gofam.org as well. How are we doing, girls?
Not good. 80,000.
So Sadie says the number of lights on the Belgium record-setting Christmas tree is
80,000.
80,000 lights. 80,000 lights. Silas, are you taking the over or the under?
We're going to say under.
Under 80,000. The answer is the number of lights on the Christmas tree, record-setting in Belgium, is 194,000. 194,000.
That's a lot of lights.
That is a lot of lights.
That's a lot of work to set up all those lights.
The boys are up 2-1. Am I correct? All right, boys, here's your question. Question number 4. It's a similar kind of question.
Okay.
How many turkeys are cooked every Christmas in the United States? In the United States, how many turkeys are cooked every year? Cookies is a different question.
That'd be a lot of them.
While they're talking about that, my mother-in-law has written a series of books, children's series books that are entitled Kingdom Destiny series. She is a zoologist, so all of these are correct as far as the animal kingdom, and they're super powerful and potent. This is her Christmas version. Little Lamb was born during a very special time in history, a time when the long-awaited Son of God was born. Angels declared his arrival to the shepherds that were out in the fields. They brought a message of glorious hope to them and to all of us today. We are invited to come and see, even as the shepherds were. Jesus is the Good Shepherd. A great stocking stuffer on gofam.org. You can find her book, and during the next commercial break, I'll tell you about her full series. All right, boys, how did we do? So the number of turkeys in the United States cooked each year.
We're going to say 10 million turkeys.
They have said 10 million. Are the girls taking the over or the under?
The under.
The girls have taken the under. The number of turkeys cooked each Christmas is 22 million.
Yeah!
Let's go! 22 million turkeys. 22 million.
Let's go!
The boys are up 3-1. 3-1. All right, girls, are you ready for question number 5?
Here we go.
A nativity scene earned 2 Guinness Book of World Records as the tallest and largest nativity scene in the world. It's in Spain. How tall is it in feet? A nativity scene in Spain earned 2 Guinness World Records as the tallest and largest nativity scene in the world. How tall is it in feet? So let me tell you more about my mother-in-law's kids series. I shared to you about Little Lamb Follows the Shepherd. Her first was Little Seed's Destiny. It'll make you cry and it'll inspire both kids and adults. Little Caterpillar's Journey, Little Salmon Comes Home, and Little Tommy Celebrates the 4th of July. I would recommend buying the full series, and then throughout the year, give your kids these depending on whether it's 4th of July or Easter or different things that are happening. Each one also comes with a workbook, an activity book that you can do with your children. It's a great thing to get for your kids this Christmas and into the new year. All right, girls team. The Guinness Book of World Record nativity scene in Spain is the largest and tallest in the world. How tall is it in feet, Sadie?
We are going to say 40 feet.
Sadie says 40 feet. Silas, you take the over or the under?
We're taking the over.
They're taking the over. The size of the nativity in feet is
Come on.
60 feet.
We said 60 feet.
The boys team have opened a commanding lead, 4-1. Girls, if they get to 6, it's all over. It's all over. Need the girls to start rallying. All right, boys, here's your question. Ready, boys? This goes to you, right?
Yep.
Americans buy 8 million artificial trees each season.
Okay.
How many Americans buy real trees each season?
I know.
How many Americans buy real trees each season?
Wait, how many people buy pictures?
Americans buy 8 million artificial trees each season. How many Americans buy real trees each season? There is your question. We were pleased to announce that we have started our Powerhouse Family course that is now completely online. This powerful series of 8 life-changing messages will empower and equip your family to fulfill all that you are here on this earth to do. Your family is plan A of heaven. And today is a great day to say yes to all that heaven is dreaming over you. This can be bought as a single family license or as a group license. Check it out on gofam.org. All right, boys team. Americans buy 8 million artificial trees each season. How many Americans buy real trees each season? Silas, the boys team says?
30 million trees.
Boys team says 30 million trees.
Over.
Girls, you take the over or the under?
Over.
The girls team has taken the over. The answer is 25 million trees. 25 million trees. The boys are up 5-1. The Claussens Christmas belt is on the line, girls. You have to run the table. Here we go.
One more.
You have to run the table. All right, girls. What year was Christmas declared as a federal holiday in the United States? In what year was Christmas declared a federal holiday in the United States? You have 60 seconds. My mother has written a powerful, impactful book. I grew up learning all about the blood covenant and the importance of covenant from even before the beginning of time to up till Christ with the new covenant in his blood. She wrote a book called Stepping Stones, and this book develops the truth that the creation of the family was in God's heart from before the foundations of the world were laid. In this time of tragic breakdown in the family and moral decline in our society, the Father's passion is to restore and reconcile the family back to himself and to one another. Please check out my mother's book, Stepping Stones, on gofam.org. All right, boys. Girls. Here's your question. What year was Christmas declared a federal holiday in the United States? Captain Sadie says.
1785.
She says 1785. 1785. Boys, do you take the over or the under?
Okay.
Silas, do you take the over or the under?
We took the over.
They took the over. The answer is
Go on.
1870.
No!
1870. Way over.
Wait, what?
That's a long time.
The boys have locked up the victory. They're already up 6-1. We'll play the game out and see if the girls can make this respectable. However, the question goes back to the boys. Question number 8.
Okay.
One of the most famous Christmas movies of all time, starring Bing Crosby, is White Christmas. In what year was White Christmas released?
Okay, quiet.
In what year was White Christmas released?
It doesn't matter.
I'm excited to talk to you about my daughter Maggie, who's on the girls team, releasing this year a workout video called FamFit. Maggie received her personal trainer certificate at age 13 and released a workout video entitled FamFit. It's a new workout program designed for the whole family. Maggie gets the most out of every 25-minute workout, so you will not only have fun, but will have real safe results. Each video is easy to follow, making them appropriate for every age, and fully modifiable, making them appropriate for any skill level. All you need is a small amount of floor space and 25 minutes. So there's no excuses, and your New Year's resolution is coming up, by the way. So it's time to gather the family and start sweating. Check it out on gofam.org, FamFit. All right, boys, your question is, White Christmas was released in what year?
1965.
They say 1965. Sadie, do you take the over or the under?
Under.
They take the under. White Christmas, starring Bing Crosby, was released in 1954. Girls are on the board. It's 6-2. It's 6-2. Good job, girls. Good job. All right, girls, here you go. Macaulay Culkin was the child star of the Christmas movie Home Alone. How old is he today? Macaulay Culkin, how old is he today? I've had so much fun doing this Pushback podcast. I would really appreciate it if you would go on YouTube or where you do your podcasts and to like and subscribe. It helps with my momentum. It's been a very successful first season with a lot of interest, and I'm super pleased to and excited to start season number 2 in just a few weeks. So please go on there. I always appreciate your feedback. It's been so much fun hearing from my listeners and responding to those. We've been able to do it in an honoring way, and I covet your prayers and your attention as we continue to go forward, setting and shaping the culture. So thank you for paying attention to that. And let's go to the girls team. Macaulay Culkin was the child star of the Christmas movie Home Alone. How old is he today?
38.
Sadie says 38. The boys team take the over or the under?
We are taking the higher.
They are taking the over.
Oh.
Macaulay Culkin today is aged 40. He is 40 today. Boys are up 7-2. We'll go to the last question. Okay. Does it go to you guys?
Yeah.
Okay. How many candy canes are produced in the United States each year?
Come on.
How many candy canes are produced in the United States each year? So my final thing is, if you guys are all willing to donate to GoFam Ministries or even to my Pushback podcast just to cover our expenses, it would be a wonderful thing. We so have appreciated those who have sown into our ministry and would continue to look forward to those people who have believed in our message and have continued to support us. But if you'd be willing to do an end-of-year donation, again, you can go on gofam.org to our donate tab. Also, we're looking for monthly supporters as we go forward with the things that we're doing in this ministry. So I humbly ask for your support as we continue to run with all the things that the Lord has for us. So boys team, here's your question. How many candy canes are produced in the United States each year?
We're going to say 300 million.
The boys say 300 million. Girls, do you take the over or the under?
The over.
Sadie confidently takes the over. The answer is, how many candy canes produced in the United States each year? 1.76 billion. Little fun fact, if they're laid end to end, it would stretch for 167,000 miles.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
That's 6.7 times around the equator.
Oh my goodness.
That's a lot of candy canes.
Yeah.
It is fun to enjoy this with you, and thank you for allowing us into your home. Thank you for welcoming my family into your home as we just enjoy this Christmas season together. I would just like to release a blessing over you and your family as you celebrate this season, this year, and as we go into the new year. 2020 is a year that we will never forget. And I want to just release a blessing over you as we head into 2021. So on behalf of all of my family, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year! So, let's go together to set and shape the culture.